Yeah, the Daily Mail put brakes on damaging 2030 petrol car ban. Now, I don't know who came up with 2030. I'm assuming it was Nostradamus, because it's about, you know, he gets about as many things accurate as this is going to be. It's madness. Nothing's going to be achieved by 2030. I can tell you what's going to be achieved by 2030. We will drive our economy into the ground trying to achieve something we can't achieve by 2030 because it just affects the working classes. And for some reason, whenever any government of any colour makes policy of this nature, particularly when it's about the environment, they seem to forget the whole economy runs on the working class.
Yeah.
And therefore, they need to be able to afford to operate.
It's not just the working classes. I mean, myself, I'm an upper middle class man, Paul. I don't know if you've noticed the way I dress. But as a comedian, as a gigging comedian, which we all are, I mean, Lewis maybe not so much anymore, but we need to drive to places and also drive back, which you can't do in an electric car because you've got to charge it when you get there for about 8 hours until the battery's full. So we need petrol, we need diesel. I mean, I drive a petrol car. I mean, Lewis, are you do you think this is at all feasible, a 2030 ban on petrol cars?
Yeah, I think it is feasible, but it will destroy the country. We're in a state of war right now. It's like World War III, but it's the globalists versus Britain. They want to destroy this country, and they want to stop people from driving, and they want to put people in little boxes, and they want to take control of everything.
Does this kind of thing exist in the States, Lewis? Being our American correspondent.
Yes, but the difference is it's by state basis. So you got 50 states. So hopefully, maybe if 40 make this mistake,
just hedge their bets.
Yeah, then the other 10 will say this didn't work out.
Well, you can see stuff like this happens in the sort of Democrat-led states, and then they fail, and then everybody moves to Texas or Florida that are run by Republicans, and then they'll probably elect their own leaders that make those states fail as well. Right. It seems to be what's happening across Western Europe.
The point with this stuff is, it's just damaging anything that could be good as a result of this policy. So instead of saying this is what we need to achieve, and we need to have a hybrid, a selection of ways to achieve it, and we're not going to put a date on it, but we're going to have a target that's sometime long in the future, but we're going to increment our way there. Yeah. We might achieve some of those things, but we're all just going, now this is ridiculous. You can't make this happen by 2030.
We don't want to achieve all those things. There isn't enough electric generation in the entire world to run these.
Well, and also, I mean, the battery capacity. I mean, to have a battery suddenly replace and just, you know, I mean, it's almost 6 years away. It's, you know, 7 years away to replace everybody's petrol engine and petrol tank and all the petrol stations with charging points and lithium batteries. I mean, that's just impossible. Who's going to mine all this lithium? The children in Africa who are mining this stuff they're going to be bleeding at the nails from fulfilling this ridiculous promise.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, and the beginning of the day, is that there isn't enough of everything to do what they're doing. Yeah. Whoever they are, they want to take away our cars, they take away our mobility. We're in a state of war. This is a war against Britain.
Just for the sake of balance, I'd just like to say we're not actually at war with the state. We just grumble about them. But I mean, don't you think, Paul, the market?
They're at war with us.
Well, the market could just make these changes itself. I mean, if you look at Tesla, they're not a company that's beholden on. They weren't commissioned by the government to create electric cars. They went out and did it because they knew they could sell them. I mean, couldn't we just let the market, you know, gradually ramp up the capacity and make money, and we can tax it, and then instead of choking the economy, it's actually going to boost the economy.
Well, that's exactly it, isn't it? You know, with any product, what Elon at Tesla has done there is he'd already identified the technology before he built the car or had it engineered. The process, essentially, for what he was trying to achieve was completed by the time he went to market, and then he spoke about it. This is the complete opposite of that. That's saying we put a line in the sand. This is the date, and we're going to achieve it by then. It's totally unachievable. And how do we generate this electricity? I mean, what's generating the electricity?
If there's a way of like electrifying virtue signalling, I think
I would be smashing it.
Britain could be self-sustaining.